Welcome back, Jalen. What did this offseason mean to you, and what do you think you're accomplishing?
I think it was a really good offseason. I was able to, go down to Houston and work out a little bit, and then came back to Denver like the last month. I met some of the guys down in LA and played a little pickup there. So really just working on my ball handling and a little bit more defense, and of course shooting.
What can you tell us about the new coaches? What are they like? What's their personality like? They're kind of JJ
Yeah, it's good, just having a former player's point of view on the staff, and little hints and clues they're giving have really been great. And I think so far they're just teaching us a new system. So it was great getting up here early and learning the new terminology, especially from Jared.
Last season, you were bringing in Jamal Murray for some better. We've heard a lot about that this summer. Did you see more of the same?
Definitely. Jamal's been here basically all summer with us this year. So that's great. And, the way he's been playing and competing, I mean, he looks like he's ready, already in game shape. And, that's something we need going into the season to try and get off for a good start.
Jalen, last season you had a couple of really nice flashes, particularly with the triple double. What do you need to do to earn some playing time on this triple team?
Yeah, I think just really protect the ball, guard my position, show that I can switch and guard bigger players like that, and then of course just make open shots. Whenever I get an opportunity to go out there and play, do exactly what they're asking me, and try and contribute to a win.
Jalen, you were just talking about the differences in technology and saying and being able to learn. How different is it? How much do you have learned, compared to last season, compared to the season?
Yeah, well, we got some new players, so we're already doing different things, and with a new coaching staff, we're switching some things up. So just trying to watch as much film as possible is going to be key. And Coach Dudley's already been sending film from like our little pickup and scrimmage games we've had here in the summer. So I think they're already doing a great job of telling us exactly what we need to know going into the season.
Jalen, I was kind of specific, but you got an assistant coach in J.J. Barea who spent a lot of his career in the backup point guard. So do you pick his brain on that and kind of the approach to being that guy until it's called on more?
Yeah, definitely. JJ was really good, and he was undersized, so just trying to see how he probed in the paint and made his floaters and made the different reads he did, and then contributed to winning the championship with the Mavericks. So I've been talking to JJ a lot just about what kind of pace I need to play with, and how to still dominate the game being undersized.
Jalen, seemingly the opportunities have been more there for you to play it back on point guard. Last year, you had two really great players in front of you this year. Just kind of who knows right now. How do you approach this summer and going into the season knowing that there might be an opportunity for you to get real minutes this year?
Yeah, definitely a positive. I mean, whenever you get a chance to come, you got to be able to compete. And Bruce won a championship here as a point guard, so as a backup. So just learning from him and picking up, just ready to get an opportunity. Just trying hard.
Specific points of emphasis for you in your conditioning this summer, either that you put into play or you work with the coaching staff?
Yeah, trying to pick up 94. Just trying to wear out other guards and different things like that. And trying to take the load off, Jamal and Nicola. On the defensive end, just being more physical and picking guys up. We see a couple teams did that last year on the way to the finals, so just trying to be one of those guys who can pick people up a little bit.
Jalen, one of the things that OKC did last year, they won the title, but they had such a deep rotation and so many guys that they could trust and go to throughout the season and then into the playoffs. Just how important is it to stay ready in a situation like this, even with the depth that the team has added this year?
Yeah, so for the last couple of years, our starters have gotten a little worn down, so this year was really big on getting guys in who can play and just trying to be available for whatever the team needs us to play. It's going to be big to keep those guys fresh. So, being in great shape, picking up people, wearing them down, so we can kind of be the aggressors on the other end, then rather than people always, picking up Jamal, maybe we could pick up, Shea or, Ant or somebody like that to kind of wear those guys down too. Perfect.